These are the two cars that I need to drive in snow before I die. The Winter Olympics and the snow that just doesn't seem to want to melt here on the East Coast. Everything's reminding me of snow. And nobody asked, but these are the two cars that came to mind and I wanted to share. Okay, the first car is the vintage, mind you, Mercedes G-Wagon, like the W460 era, because before it was a status symbol, it was built for mountains, back roads, military roads, places where turning back wasn't an option. Okay, it was boxy, it was slow, but it was honest because it didn't have to be luxurious, it just had to survive. And it's that very same purpose-built intention that has made it iconic. And the second car I need to drive in snow before I die is a vintage Land Rover, okay, like a Series 2, an early Defender, because it's the same thing with these vintage Land Rovers, much like the Mercedes. They were built for like a different purpose, okay? They were built for farm life, expeditions, roads without maps, and I get it that people like off-road these cars now, and it can be very similar, but I feel like it was different back then, okay? Because they weren't always perfect. They definitely weren't always comfortable. And let's be honest, reliability has always been part of their personality. But the culture behind them, that feeling of a life lived in, I feel like you only get that with some of the older models of these brands. And I really want to experience that. Snow has a way of reminding you of what something is truly meant for. And I think that's why I like the idea of driving those two cars specifically in the snow, because they feel like a return to purpose and cutting out the fluff.